Hey guys, today we're going to be learning a card trick called twisting the aces. This is a great card trick to do. It's definitely one of my go-to effects that I perform quite a lot. Let's take a look at the performance. Let me show you a trick with 4 aces. The trick is, I'm going to turn the aces over one by one. Not like that though. I'm going to do it invisibly. You won't see the aces move. Let me show you what I mean. When I snap my fingers like this, just like that, one of the aces turns over, the ace of hearts. Let me show you again. Another snap, an ace turns over. This time it's the ace of diamonds. Another time. Another snap, the ace of clubs reveals itself. And it's the only ace turned over. The ace of clubs. One more to go, the ace of spades. But before we turn that one over, let me just show you. All 4 cards are face down until I snap my fingers and invisibly that ace of spades turns over to face me. And that is twisting the aces. So that's the trick, let's get into it. Okay, so this card trick does make use of a slide that I taught in a previous video. That's called the Elmsley count. If you don't know that slide or you haven't watched that video, I'll link it on screen and in the description down below. Go and watch that because you won't be able to do this trick without knowing how to do an Elmsley count. So with that being said, you're going to start this trick with the 4 aces, obviously. And you want the ace of spades to be in 3rd position when you begin the trick. And I'll just explain that in a minute. So you've got your 4 aces, your ace of spades in 3rd position, and you're going to start telling your spectator about how you're going to turn the cards over one by one. And what you want to do is you want to do a triple lift. And you can do this very easily. You can either, in the action of showing the aces, get a break under that 3rd card. So you've got a break under the ace of spades and 1 card left in your left hand. You could pull down on the bottom card with your pinky and get a break like that. Or you could riffle up the back 1 card and get a break like that. It's totally up to you. Once you've got that break under those 3 cards, you're going to do that triple lift. So this is the same as a double lift. If you don't know how to do a double lift, I'll link it on screen now and down in the description below again. But I guess most of you all know how to do a double lift. Triple lifts are exactly the same, only you're lifting 3 cards. So you can just do that triple lift and show the ace of spades on top. And you don't make a big deal about it's the ace of spades on top, because when you flash the cards, the ace of spades of course wasn't the top card. But don't worry about this, they won't remember the order of the aces, so it's not really that important. So you're going to flip over the card as you say, I'm turning the cards over one by one, and then you're going to rotate your left hand downwards like this. So your palm is now face down, and you can see the bottom of the bottom card, you can see its face. And when the cards are like this, you're going to bring your right hand across underneath the packet and just use your fingers to pull out that face down as it is now, ace of spades, turn it over, and you're going to slide it back like that on top. So what you've done is you've got 2 face down cards on the bottom and in the top, and in the middle 2 face up cards. And the reason for this is how you're going to make the first 2 aces appear to turn over invisibly. So we'll just go back again. So we've done the triple lift. You rotate your hand face down as you're saying, I'm not going to turn them over like that, I'm going to actually do it invisibly. And you just do that little move while saying that. And again, you don't make a big deal out of these moves, it's just something you're doing while you're telling the spectator what you're going to do. So now you're set up to start the effect. So from this point onwards, it's pretty easy as long as you know how to do an Elmsley count. What you want to do is you want to do whatever magical gesture you want to make. I click my fingers like that. What you're meant to do with this trick, I think, is you want to do one of those moves. You grasp the top right and bottom left of the card, and you're just going to spin like that by pulling your right hand down and pushing your left hand up, and the packet will spin. I think that's why it's called twisting the aces, or I'm not really sure. That's how I've seen many people do the trick. I just like to click instead. You can choose your own move to do to make the cards turn over. It's really up to you. So once you've done that, you're just going to execute an Elmsley count, and that will show one of the aces to be turned over. And be very careful when you're doing this, you don't flash two aces. So when I just did the count, I didn't show that ace of clubs at all. It's very important. So you've done one Elmsley count, then you're going to do the exact same thing again, do your magical move, do your Elmsley count, and it will show the other ace. And that ace of diamonds has been hidden. So now you're in this position, one ace face down and one ace and a face down. You're then going to move the top card to the bottom, and when you do this, you're actually going to get a break under these top three cards, like that. So in the action of taking the top card to the bottom, when you place these three cards on top, you're just going to stick your pinky in and get a break like that. So once you've got your break, you're going to do another triple lift. It's quite easy, and what that will leave you is it'll leave you in this position with the ace of hearts or of another ace face up in second position. You then do another Elmsley count like that, and you've shown your face up ace, and this point you can actually show it's the only ace face up, and you can flash the other aces if you want, it doesn't really matter. So you can show it's the only face up ace and it's in third position, and then what you want to do now is you're going to move the top card to the bottom, and then you have a face down card and then your face up ace. You're just going to switch these over so you put your ace on top, and then you're going to get a break under the top two cards. So I'll just go over all that again. You do your Elmsley count and you can show that ace to be face up. You take the top card to the bottom, and then the top two cards you switch their order and get a break under them. Now what you're going to do, the next slide, is to pick up these two cards as one, like this. So I've got two cards here, and I'm going to flip over all the cards in my left hand like that. And when you do this, you're going to have to practice this a bit so they don't separate, because the spectator's meant to think you've got three cards in your left hand, not two. Because what you're going to, this move actually, when you drop this right hand packet on, you actually reverse that final ace in this motion. So once again, you got a break under the top two cards, you lift them up as one, you flip over the other cards in your left hand, and you drop that on top, reversing that final ace. You're then going to flip the packet over again, and the face up ace is in third position, so this allows you to do an Elmsley count again. And while you're doing this Elmsley count, you're going to say, look, I'll be even more fair, none of the aces are turned over yet. Now all you've got to do is you can do another Elmsley count if you want, and that will show the final ace to have turned over. But at that point it doesn't really matter what count you do, as the trick's kind of finished. You can give the cards to the spectator and let them discover that that ace is turned over for themselves if you want, but that's basically the trick. So we'll just do a quick overview of that whole trick. You've got your four aces with your ace of spades in third position. You're going to do a triple lift, and as you're saying this, you say, I'm going to flip the aces over one by one. You then take the packet, you flip it face down, take the top card out, rotate it 180 degrees so it's now face up, and slide it back on top. Then you rotate your left hand palm up again. You're then going to do an Elmsley count to show the first ace turned over, do another Elmsley count to show the second ace turned over, take the top card to the bottom, do a triple lift, do an Elmsley count to show the third ace is turned over, show it's the only ace turned over, take the top card to the bottom, switch the order of the top two cards and get a break under the top two cards, lift two cards as one, flip over the cards in your left hand, drop the other two cards on top, flip the packet over, do an Elmsley count to show there's no aces face up, do the magical move, and do the final Elmsley count to show an ace is now face up. And that is twisting the aces. So now I'm just going to explain briefly why I have the ace of spades in third position whenever I start this effect. I have the ace of spades in third position because the card that's in third position at the start will be the last card to be revealed. So I like the ace of spades to be revealed last because many people view it as the most important card in the deck, or the most well-known card. So having it revealed last really brings a good climax to this effect, a nice finish, and that's why I like having it in third position. So now I'll just go through some quick tips that you can use when you're doing this effect to enhance your performance. So when you start the effect, you can use the order of the aces to your advantage. So the ace that's in second position at the start will be the first ace to be revealed, and the ace that is in first position will be the second ace to be revealed. The final ace, the ace at the bottom of the pile, will be revealed third, and the third ace, as I've already explained, will be revealed last. So if the aces are in this order for me, I know the order will go hearts, diamonds, clubs, spades. And this helps me because when I do the effect, I can say, just like that, the ace of hearts is turned over. And I can say that without even looking that the ace of hearts was turned over already. And this gives it a better feel to the performance because it makes it look like I'm controlling the aces more if I know which ace is turned over already. And then I can say the ace of diamonds is turned over, like that. And I can say the ace of clubs is turned over. And finally, I can explain that the ace of spades is turned over. So looking at the positions of the cards before you start, and just memorising the order the aces will appear can help your performance a bit. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like, favourite, comment and subscribe. And if you haven't followed me on Twitter and Instagram yet, do that, the links will be down in the description below. As always guys, this is Complete Deception, and I'll see you later.